His wife and first love fell off the mountain at the same time. Evan, without hesitation, chose to save his wife, but unexpectedly, his wife pried his hand away herself. That night he got drunk. He called his wife and asked her to pick him up, but his wife gave the address to his first love instead. Even the one lying in bed after returning home was his first love, while his wife slept on the couch. The reason she did all this was actually because Evan brought it upon himself. Not long ago, Alice fell ill, but Evan received just one call from his first love and left Alice on the roadside, letting her go home. As soon as she walked in the door, his first love came over and said she had lost. It turned out that 3 days ago, the two women had made a bet. If Evan abandoned Alice for his first love 9 times, then Alice would leave Evan completely disheartened. Alice signed the divorce papers right away and had the first love bring them to Evan for his signature. Her off. The first love pretended to be gracious, telling him to spend more time with Alice, but Evan insisted on taking her. This scene deeply pierced Alice's heart. The next day, Evan drove Alice to work. She noticed the car was full of figurines the first love liked. Then she realized the protective charm she had prayed for was missing. Evan carelessly said it was gone. She could just get another one later, and this made her completely lose hope. That night, Alice attended a class reunion, but from her classmates she learned that the reason Evan agreed to be with her in the first place was because it had been his first love's request. Alice couldn't hold it in anymore. He ran to the restroom and cried, feeling that her 9 years of love had been wasted. The first passed out. When she woke up again, she was already in the hospital. Evan said he would stay by her side this time, but the first love message saying she was scared, so he lied and said there was something urgent at work and left the hospital. Soon after, the first love sent a mocking message saying Evan was watching the sunset with her. At that moment, Alice only felt relief because this bet had finally revealed Evan's true nature. After being discharged, she tore up their only photo together. She called her childhood friend William and asked him to book a flight home in 3 days. It turned out that Alice was actually a rich heiress. Because she had fallen in love with Evan, she had hidden her identity and married him. Upon learning about her divorce, William immediately booked her a flight and planned to pursue her again. Meanwhile, the clueless Evan was still thinking of giving Alice a surprise. Then she saw the almond cake. Evan proudly said he knew she loved desserts the most, that she was always talking about wanting almond cake, but he didn't know Alice was allergic to almonds. The one who truly loved almonds was his first love. Seeing Alice's expression darken, Evan quickly said there was another surprise. Then fireworks started outside the window. Alice thought Evan had prepared all of this, but then the first love suddenly appeared. But Alice knew she only did it to humiliate her. So on Evan's birthday, she placed the divorce papers inside a gift box and gave it to Evan as a gift. When Evan saw her with a suitcase, he asked where she was going. She lied and said she was going home to visit her parents. When Evan gets drunk at a KTV, Alice sends first love to pick him up instead of going herself. He stumbles home expecting to see his wife, but the one lying in Alice's bed is his first love. The real Alice has moved herself to the couch. She has stopped trading her dignity for Evan's pity and has decided not to give the first love any more chances to humiliate her. The next morning, they all travel to Juhua Mountain. The first love clings to Evan, posing for photos and claiming the front row seat while Alice remains calm. On the cliff path, a branch snaps. Only one person can be saved. The first love cries for help. All surveillance along the way shows nothing. She doesn't want to be found. Meanwhile, Alice is back in her own world. She says bitterly that men aren't worth it, but an old friend gently tells her not all men are the same and offers to help her heal. Far away, Evan searches for clues. He combs through her work computer and discovers that years ago, Alice had carefully planned a honeymoon to the Maldives, a trip he brushed aside and then forgot. Now, staring at her saved itineraries, he realizes how many dreams he crushed and how little he knew about the woman who loved him. Desperate, he vows to track her down and win her back, but Alice has already chosen to start a new life where he can't reach her. Employees adore her. When the first love confronts her, demanding she let go of Evan, Alice finally speaks her truth. She recounts the years of soup at dawn, of nursing him through illness, of saving his company from bankruptcy, all invisible, all taken for granted. Alice taunts her that men want both, but she refuses to be drawn back. Evan does not stop. Alice walks away, free at last, while Adam stands beside her.